Welcome to Guide to IELTS. Wrap one's head around is an idiom that means to understand or accept something that is new or difficult or confusing. Another variation of this idiom is wrap one's mind around. Some example sentences: I can't wrap my head around the exorbitant prices of branded products these days. You can use this sentence if you're talking about shopping or about youngsters who spend a lot. Another sentence: my friend chose to study literature because she can't wrap her head around science and mathematics. That is, she can't understand science and mathematics because she finds it difficult. Another one: it took her a while to wrap her head around the importance of being on talking terms with all her colleagues. What this is trying to convey is that initially she didn't understand that being friendly with colleagues, talking to them was important. So it took her a while to accept or understand it. So if in part 1 of IELTS you are asked, do you have any ebooks? Your reply could be, I'm afraid I don't. I still find it difficult to wrap my head around reading books on a screen. Give me a proper hard copy any day. In your part 2 of speaking, that is a cue card, if your question is describe a family member you get on well with, in your answer you could say, although I've always been close to my brother, our relationship today is a far cry from what it used to be. We used to squabble all the time when we were younger. Now we get on like house on fire. I do know some people who are not close to their siblings, but in all honesty, I can't wrap my head around how that is possible. We have used quite a few idioms in just these 3-4 sentences. A far cry from, getting on like house on fire, and then there is wrap my head around. Another example from the type of question that you can get in part 3 of IELTS speaking. Do you think the retirement age should depend on the gender of a person? Not at all. I can't wrap my head around how gender could have anything to do with how long a person should work or when they should retire. I'll leave you with a few famous quotes which use this idiom. This one is by Leonardo DiCaprio. It's a hard concept for me to wrap my head around to completely sacrifice any sort of love in your life, to never experience that on a personal level. This one by Sandra Bullock. If you can't categorize a film for a studio, it's really difficult for them to wrap their heads around it and give you the money. Another one by Dev Patel. You're never going to truly wrap your head around things that take a lifetime to study while making a movie. So basically what he's saying here is that just because someone plays a scientist in a movie doesn't mean he becomes an expert of that subject. And the last one by the author Jesse Andrews. This one is pretty profound. You can't wrap your head around not living. You can't actually believe that you're not going to be alive. That's it for now from our side. I look forward to reading your sample sentences using these idioms. Bye for now. All the very best.